I was writing a story about skipping school, and I had this experience tripping on acid. And I was in this place that I called the gnashing gears of existence. And on all these gears were everything, like everything in existence, but I couldn't see them all at once, even though I was moving all through them. But then this is when I was really high on acid and a catalyst called sensitive plant and almost a half a gallon of orange juice. And I was actually taken to the hospital at night. But anyways, that's a different story. Fucking, but then I would whoosh out to everything, every single fucking goddamn thing. I used to lament that I would never see a fucking supernova, and I was every supernova. I was every blade of grass. I've been every cigarette butt. I haven't been everything. And fucking, I come back, and I go to these gnashing gears of existence where everything is on, and they're all turning and churning through each other. And I see on one of the gears, on all the gears is like every flower and every beautiful face and everything, every alien face, every species and every bug that's ever been. And then on one of the gears comes turning Hitler, and he's like, "Just strike the fucker, fight the fucker." And I reach out, and I'm this thing called a dancing plant unit. That's what I said in my head, or whatever I was at the time. And I reached out, moving and turning toward him, and I said, "I love you intrinsically, as though I were the rest." Oof. Back to the other thing. And I show this chapter to my friend at work. And she goes, "Now I know who you remind me of. This weirdo that I met in a bar in Aspen. It's called Woody's." And right away I knew, because I knew about Hunter Thompson. And she goes, "I came in, I ordered some food, I got a drink, I sat down to wait for it, and the man at the bar next to me, dressed really crazy in like plaid stuff and crazy clothes and a funny hat, and he just turns to her and goes, 'So, how is it out there in this world of mindless drones who would love nothing more than to participate in this pugilistic society?'" She goes, "Okay." And then he says something else. And then she gets her food and she starts to leave. And like I said, he said something else like crazy as that to her. She couldn't remember it. And then she goes to leave. And she's telling me the story at work. And her friend says, "Do you know who you were just talking to?" And she goes, "Yeah, the weirdest motherfucker I've ever met." And just to remind you, she's telling me the story in response to reading my chapter about the gnashing gears of existence. And she goes, "I know who you remind me of now, this guy." And then she's telling her friend, she goes, "Do you know who that was?" And she's like, "The weirdest motherfucker I ever met." And she goes, "No, that was so-and-so." And she goes, "For the life of me, I can't remember his name." And as she's telling me the story, I go, "That was Dr. Hunter S. Thompson. And for you to compare my writing to his, whoo." And there's two parts to that. I can't remember both of them, but